Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Los Angeles Rams. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Black 20. Pick it
up, guys. Pick it up.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second and 9. Goff. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Gone. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that'll bring up second down.
Hut, 180.
Check 55, Mike. Big stop.
12, 12, 12, 12. Hey, high 7.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 55 is mine, guys. 55. I got you.
Merlin.
Merlin.
Gone.
55.
He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he's a big tight end. Is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
It's fourth down.
They're running with Gurley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Come on. Hey, Zoo.
From the gun, here's Goff. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On second and 10, Goff. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0.
Redskins nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go, boys. At their own 28-yard line.
Okay, break. Check, 59, 59. Man, I got you. Watch the edge. Switch.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Echo.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after him early.
Now this throw caught left side.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Set, 60, orange. High 7, let's go.
What we got?
Ready, go.
They'll drop the throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Redskins nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams
looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Second and 2. At the Redskins 21-yard line.
Super one. Hey, Haywood. What?
On second and a couple. Goff gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Goff on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, You'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Check that.
Hold on. Check.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
They don't want it.
Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Back to throw, Goff, escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Dan Bailey on for the field goal.
Bailey's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Let's get off the field. Ready.
They'll try and get him to Geis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good block. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Corey Littleton. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Come on here. Come get some. Haywood. He don't want it. Ready.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 34-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, let's go.
Maverick Wall. Go.
51. 51.
Now gone. Sliding out of the pocket. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pick up there.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 30. So first and 10 now from the 30. Goff now looking to throw. Open man, Higby to tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on second and 14. Goff. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on first and 10. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Second and 10. Going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
It's third down.
Let's go,
the Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
Check.
On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Rams will go on offense here with a first and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
180!
56.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
56.
To throw is gone. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 39. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Pour down.
Check 50. Check 50.
Topper! Topper!
Super 66.
Hey, Alpha!
A shotgun snap for goal.
Go, go, go.
He gets it to Cooks. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Under 10. Under 10.
Again, they run. Again, it's Gase. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ready, go.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 11. Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Go tonight. Like 20.
All day, baby. All day. All day, baby.
Gurley again here on first down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
I know you feel that.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
42-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Get him. Get him.
Now it's gone. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Hey, kill. 56.
Buzz! Buzz!
56.
Throwing on third. Gone. And that is incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Delta.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Watch Twins. Watch Twins.
There you go.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Redskins.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down, Washington.
29.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. And that's going to be incomplete.
Just work with me a second here because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. You just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 35-yard line.
Check.
2nd and 2. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
At the Redskins' 29-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL NFL kickoff weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go. 120.
Munch 56. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the...
Shell.
Looking to throw on second down. Gone. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 15-yard line.
First down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Gone. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to run to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Check 3.
Redskin first
Watch the
down.
twist. Watch the twist.
A first throw for the backup Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Second down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Haskins. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go. At the 44-yard line.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lead. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 64 yards. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go,
At their own 29-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
76.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, check.
Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. The Rams on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side. There's a couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there, the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Throwing now, Goff. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he coughed it up into the Redskins. Haven't they do?
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers in the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there at 22. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Now Haskins, third and long. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And Woods has it complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Goff going to throw it. Gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level you hit them, they go through.
25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long, and it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Rams, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.